Well, 18 years ago, a stranger abducted Denise Amber Lee from her home in Northport and murdered the young mother of two. Her death exposed tragic cracks in the 911 system and sparked her husband's lifelong mission to make sure no other family suffered the same fate. 18 years later, the legal journey is nearing its final chapter. And our Fox 13's Kimberly Quizon spoke to Nathan Lee about the upcoming execution of his wife's killer and the legacy that outlived the crime.
The ring Nathan Lee gave to his high school sweetheart and future wife, Denise Amber Lee, sits in his office enclosed in a see-through case.
I have Denise in my heart all the time. Everything I do when it comes to parenting the boys, to telling her story, she's always here.
Denise's ring was found in the backseat of her killer's car, Michael King. It was just one piece of evidence Denise left for investigators after she was abducted from her Northport home in 2008. She fought the entire time, even secretly using King's cell phone to call 911 from inside his car.
I'm just really proud of her for making sure he didn't get away with it. She was the best witness in the whole thing.
King was sentenced to death for killing Denise, who was a mother of two. Last Friday, Nathan got the phone call he's been waiting 18 years for. Governor Ron DeSantis signed King's death warrant.
Finally, this is happening. We've been waiting for this to happen, and I'm just glad that we finally see a light at the end of the tunnel.
King's execution is set for March 17th. Since Denise's death, Nathan has dedicated his life to the Denise Amber Lee Foundation. He's worked to help reform the 911 system and works on training and advocacy.
I wanted her to be the face of change because 911 wasn't good enough, and we needed to make it better. We needed to try to help that industry, which doesn't get a lot of help. So, and I wanted Noah and Adam to look back on it and see how important their mom was.
And while King's execution will never bring closure, a final chapter is now in sight.
We're going to be there for Denise. We're going to be there, and I'm glad that he's not going to be breathing anymore.
Kimberly Quizon, Fox 13 News.
It's important to reiterate once again that even though Denise was able to get her abductor's phone and call 911 from her abductor's car, even several witnesses also called 911, that the mishandling of the calls and the communication breakdowns are really what prevented police from reaching her in time. Following her murder, the Florida legislature passed the Denise Amber Lee Act, which required uniform training, certification, and education requirements for all 911 operators. That is what her husband, Nathan, continues to work on with the Denise Amber Lee Foundation.